they're saying we're bullying the person. We're not. No, okay. I don't believe that I've bullied anybody except bringing receipts and facts into the table. But getting threats from this body, I don't think it's a good way to handle this situation, because look, should we have not come to this street and talk, whatever funding that Home Affairs has found, to be honest, she would have been continuing as normal, you know.
The department deployed every resource at its disposal to establish the truth. This has included archival research, visits to hospitals, and site visits to verify information. From the information we have uncovered thus far, the Department of Home Affairs can indicate that prima facie reasons exist to believe that fraud and identity theft may have been committed by the person recorded in Home Affairs records as Chidimma Vanase's mother. Adechina herself could not have participated in the alleged unlawful actions of her mother, as she was an infant at the time when the activities took place in 2001. An innocent South African mother, whose identity may have been stolen as part of the alleged fraud, suffered as a result because she could not register her child.
So as you can hear, guys, this is what we've been fighting for. That I know we've been called xenophobic, we've been called Afrophobic. To be honest, at this moment, I don't give a damn about what these other people think. Mainstream media is pushing propaganda news, channels that have more than 10 million talking nonsense about our country. Enough is enough, guys. On my next video, I'm busy putting up a video to expose all of these people who are talking nonsense. Let me use the word allegedly, that she had committed crime. She had committed crime in this country. Allegedly, she had committed crime in this country. Stolen somebody's identity, which is a South African, which that girl now, she's suffering. This girl, she had to enjoy her life. Throughout her life, had proper document, and the person who's supposed to be getting the document, it was stolen.
The great Nelson Mandela, the Ethiopians had to give him a passport because he loves law and order. He didn't go to other countries on the back of a crocodile. He had to get a passport from the Ethiopians because he understands countries have rules. I explained to the lady that I am not xenophobic, but every country has laws that needs to be followed. Because when you kill somebody here, you want to be able to find you. But if you are undocumented, we will not be able to find you.
But we cannot have criminals coming to our country to add on the problem that we have. We cannot have criminals coming to this country and we sit and do nothing.
Yes, you have a problem with Nigerians, no one is stopping you. But also, we cannot ignore the fact that she would not be here if she was illegal. In terms of, she's got the paperwork, she was born here, she qualifies. And somebody said, she is divorced, she's a divorcee, and she has a child.
So it is exactly that. I spoke about it on radio yesterday. I said South Africans have found it easier to attack black women because we are weaker. We are seen as weaker. But also people that contribute is black women themselves. Number one, I spoke about the fact that I wouldn't be part of an organization that is dishonest. There was proper vetting that was done, proper research was done, proper documentation were received. She is South African. Do you understand? I understand where people's frustrations are coming on, but now my opinion, and I said, because I don't want to go into depth about this, my opinion is based on facts, factual, things that I have gone and seen for myself, investigations that I've done, because also my reputation could be on the line if it's not true, right?
She's born in South Africa.
Hey, she's South African, yo swine! She's South African! Yo massa! She's fucking South African! Bye!
I think we've got selected outrage. I think sometimes we focus our energies where we're not supposed to be focusing our energies. What would it help a man to hate on a young little girl who's pursuing a future and who was born in South Africa and who entered Miss SA legitimately through her South African green, maybe some barcoded green ID, or what do they call them? I know now we've got the cards.
Trevor Noah never entered Miss South Africa. Trevor Noah is doing his own thing. Trevor Noah's mother, she's a South African. The father could not be a South African, but Trevor Noah is a South African. His mother is a South African. Those two that were having a question, none of their parents are South African. So put Trevor Noah out of your mouth. Good morning, good afternoon. My name is Hlulani Tsonga, Prince from South Africa. Guys, I know you have been watching my content, a lot of you. I just want to say thank you for, especially my last video, I read a lot of views. I just want to say, though there's one thing that you guys are not doing, you're not subscribing, but you're watching. So please, guys, don't forget to subscribe because it helps and tell the algorithm to say, you know what, more people are enjoying the content. So please hit the subscription button and don't forget to comment. Let's leave the comment. Let's have our conversation also on the comment section. So yeah, let's start with this video. There's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about, but I couldn't make a video for the past 2 days because I was sick, guys. I was really sick. I was having some pain and some sore throat. But the pains, they're almost done. The only thing that I'm still struggling, guys, is my sore throat. So throughout the things, I'll have to drink some fluid just to keep my throat a bit wet, guys. Yeah, because if I drink some liquid, it's much better. But yeah, I've been struggling with my throat, so I'm gonna try to speak proper, but it's very difficult to speak, guys. But yeah. Let's hope I won't make this video very long so that I can be done with this video because there's a couple of things that I really wanted us to talk about. Yeah, we're still on this story of Vanasse. So I'm gonna play it one clip that I've already played on my other video. I'm only repeating this clip for the context of the video for somebody who's just coming into this YouTube channel and have not seen my other video. But if you want to see that video it's here. But for anybody to understand, if maybe you're not understanding where I'm coming from, I'm going to play this clip. I'm not going to say much about it because I've said a lot on this video. It's here or somewhere here. So click this here or somewhere there, and you shall see the video that I'm talking about. Yeah, so there's some progress and some new development on this case of Chidimma Vanasse, and I think many of you have been seeing what's going on. So I just thought I need to come and talk about what's going on. I know our country have been labeled xenophobic, Afrophobic, and all this nonsense that people are talking about. Even from the beginning when I came out, I stood of what I said, and I still stand to what I've said on my first video. And many of you calling us names, and we're also getting threats from departments. There is what do you call this? The South African Human Rights Commission released a statement that they're going to take actions against us, or people who are actually they're saying we're bullying the person. We're not. No, okay. I don't believe that I've bullied anybody except bringing receipts and facts into the table. But getting threats from this body, I don't think it's a good way to handle this situation, because look, should we have not come to this street and talk, whatever funding that Home Affairs has found, to be honest, she would have been continuing as normal. You know, somebody as we speak is suffering from what do you call this? From identity fraud. You understand? A child has been suffering since 2021 up to today, and the child does not have an ID because somebody decided to steal her identity. You understand? These are the things that we're fighting for here in South Africa. But let me not talk much now. Let me play you this audio of this virus so we can get rid of it, so we can move to what the Home Affairs have found out what's going on. Then I'm going to come back to it. Let me play you this audio.
Origin?
I'm a Nigerian and my wife is a South African.
Oh, all right.
And I've lived in South Africa as well. I spent 10 years in South Africa.
And do you have kids in South Africa?
Yes, I do.
And I suppose they are South African citizens.
Exactly.
All right. And what surname are they using?
My surname.
Your surname.
because I'm married to their mom. Yes.
All right. Okay. And on what visa were you here?
Actually, as I said, I got married. Okay, I met my wife in the UK. She's a South African, by the way. So we met in the UK. So in 2010, during World Cup, we decided we're gonna visit. At that time, we don't have children, so we decided we're gonna visit South Africa to watch the World Cup. So that was my first year. That's my first time entering South Africa. So I came with a visitor visa, because there's no other visa suitable for watching a World Cup other than visiting visa. So we came there, the World Cup ended, we returned back. I think it was a few weeks. We returned back to the UK. Then I have to return back again in 2013, and then with a visitor's visa, then got married to my wife in South Africa. So I am.
Okay, wait a minute. I like it. With a visitor's visa, you got married to your South African woman.
Yes.
All right.
That's correct.
Okay. So I am going to ask you the same question I asked you, Kamba. In your heart,
right,
are your kids a South African or Nigerian?
It's called dual citizen. They are both.
Okay, but then when you look at them, do you see them as Nigerian kids or otherwise?
That's what I've just said. They are Nigerian. They are Nigerian kids that have every single right that you have as a South African. They also have. So they are the Nigerian kids. It's called dual
Foreigners in our country.
So guys, as you heard him speaking, that was before the funding of Home Affairs. We've been making a lot of noise here in the street to say we need answers, because there's things that to us as South African didn't make any sense. And Home Affairs, they said we must give them a chance to go do their own research, their own investigation. They went and done their own investigation. Let me play you what the Department of Home Affairs, what are they saying. Then we'll come back and discuss this matter again.
By Home Affairs has found prima facie indications of fraud committed by Chidimma Vanase's mother. The Department of Home Affairs herewith provides an update on the ongoing investigation into the citizenship of Miss Chidimma Vanasse, a contestant in the upcoming Miss SA event. The reason for the ongoing nature of the investigation is that its scope has broadened since the original request received from the organizers of Miss SA based on the information uncovered by Home Affairs investigators thus far. The department nonetheless provides this update to the public based on that official request and consent. We will provide a final update once the investigation is concluded. Upon receiving the request for investigation, the department deployed every resource at its disposal to establish the truth. This has included archival research, visits to hospitals, and site visits to verify information. From the information we have uncovered thus far, the Department of Home Affairs can indicate that prima facie reasons exist to believe that fraud and identity theft may have been committed by the person recorded in Home Affairs records as Chidimma Vanase's mother. Vanasse herself could not have participated in the alleged unlawful actions of her mother, as she was an infant at the time when the activities took place in 2001. An innocent South African mother, whose identity may have been stolen as part of the alleged fraud, suffered as a result because she could not register her child. The department has broadened its investigation to identify and pursue any officials involved in the alleged scheme, and is obtaining legal advice on the implications of the alleged fraudulent activity on Vanase's citizenship status. And finally, upon the completion of the investigation, Home Affairs intends to press criminal charges and convict all implicated parties. This case, which stems from alleged fraudulent activities committed 23 years ago, highlights the urgent need for the digital modernization of Home Affairs applications, adjudication and verification processes to insulate the department against fraudulent interference, similar to the reforms undertaken at the South African Revenue Service in the late 2000s. The case also highlights the reason for the department's blocking of certain duplicate IDs, and that the court-ordered unblocking of these documents must be handled with caution. Throughout this process, Home Affairs is guided by our commitment to both restoring and upholding the rule of law as well as the rights of all parties.
So as you can hear, guys, this is what we've been fighting for. That I know we've been called xenophobic, we've been called Afrophobic. To be honest, at this moment, I don't give a damn about what these other people think, because they keep on making stories. I just want to say one thing. If there's one thing that is one of the countries that's welcoming people, it's South Africa is one of the people. It's one of the countries, but we are not going to allow people to come to our country without proper documents. We don't want illegal people in this country. Period. We don't want legal people in this country. Period. The reason being that we don't want people who are not documented, who comes to our country, is because they commit crime. And when they commit crime, and they run back to the home, even when they're still in South Africa, we can't trace them. There's no fingerprint. We don't know who they are. What type of a country you think South Africa want to be? We don't want to be a country like your country. I honestly think this is too much. And this mainstream media is pushing propaganda news, channels that have more than 10 million talking nonsense about our country. Enough is enough, guys. On my next video, I'm busy putting up a video to expose all of these people who are talking nonsense. Before the funding of Home Affairs, we've been attacked left, right, and center. The same people who came out here are taking us, calling us names. And they're not coming back here, even to apologize. Even to apologize of things that they've been saying. This girl's mother has committed crime here in South Africa. Even though it's still under investigation. But they've seen this, there is, it looks like she has committed crime. Let me use the word allegedly. Let me use the word allegedly, that she had committed crime. She had committed crime in this country. Allegedly, she had committed crime in this country. Stolen somebody's identity, which is a South African, which that girl now, she's suffering. This girl, she had to enjoy her life. Throughout her life, had proper document, and the person who's supposed to be getting the document, it was stolen. And we must sit, and this case, it's not just one case, guys. It's a lot of cases. That's why we don't need people who are not documented in this country. Say whatever you want to say. We don't give a damn about what you say about us. You can call us as name as you want. We don't give a shit. That's the honest truth. We don't give a damn because, you know what, you don't understand how much we as South Africans are suffering in this country. We don't have another home. You have a home, you come and mess up your country, you go back to your country. We don't have another home. This is our only home that we have. And we shall protect this country. And those celebrities, I'm going to play them here also. Those celebrities who are being out here and talking nonsense about our country and selling out our country, shame on you. Shame on you. Those celebrities, you know who you are. And I'm going to put you here. You know who you are. You're busy talking nonsense about things that we don't know. And Lerato, I'm going to play your video also here. We're going to come to you. Somizi, we're going to come to you. Pel Tuse, we're going to come to you. We're tired of you trying to sell out. When you are busy eating your jollof rice and buying faces, we are not part of those nonsense of yours. You're trying to secure your next job opportunity there. We don't care about that. We care about our country. We care about our people. You're only caring about yourself. That's what you're doing. You're selling out. How do you come and talk negative? Let me tell you, I'm not against any foreigners. I love foreigners. I've got friends who are foreigners. I've got Nigerians who are foreigners. I've got Kenyans who are my friends. I've got people even from the Caribbean who are my friends. I've got people all over the world who are my friends. I've got friends in the United States of America. I've got friends all over the world. That's why Donald Trump says, America come first. I say, South Africa come first. We're not going to sit here and every time we're being accused and accused and accused and accused. Enough, it's enough. What must we do as South Africans to protect ourselves and protect everything about this country? We're not saying we don't want foreigners in this country. Don't get us wrong. We don't want illegal foreigners in this country. Period. Which country want illegal foreigners? Tell me in your country you want illegal foreigners. And you, because you don't have ears, you don't listen. We never said we don't want foreigners in this country. We're saying we don't want illegal foreigners coming to our country and coming and rape our people, coming here and do all this nonsense. We are tired. We are tired. Many people have lost their parents because of these people who are coming from wherever they're coming from and come and commit crime and murder people and go back to the countries. Many of us who have lost our parents. Okay, let me not say in my case parents, but I've lost a parent. I've lost a father through crime. I've lost a father through crime. And I must sit here. You had your father, you had your mother when you grow up, when you're growing up. You still have your father and your mother back in Nigeria. And wherever you're coming from. We don't have anything else. We have this country. And we must sit here and say nothing when we see that you're destroying our country. Enough, it's enough. You're doing all these wrong things. Come to this country to contribute to this country. If you're not contributing nothing in this country, you're not wanted. What do you want in our country if you're not contributing anything to this country? Why do we need you to add problems? We have our own problems in South Africa. All these celebrities taking sides and selling out your country. Shame on you, man. We are tired of these people, guys. I just want to play you this audio of the Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture. We are tired, guys. We are tired. Listen to this.
Somebody says, how dare you have such a xenophobe speak it, such a function like today. I was jumping in the plane and a lady was sitting next to me, only the two of us. She's a Zimbabwean. And she was shivering. And I asked her, are you cold? And she was scared to speak. And she said, I'm scared of you. I said, why? She said, because you hate foreigners. I engaged her for 2 hours from Cape Town. And I said to her that the great Nelson Mandela, the Ethiopians had to give him a passport because he loves law and order. He didn't go to other countries on the back of a crocodile. He had to get a passport from the Ethiopians because he understands countries have rules. I explained to the lady that I am not xenophobic. But every country has laws that needs to be followed. Because when you kill somebody here, you want to be able to find you. But if you are undocumented, we will not be able to find you. And there are some amongst us that is using foreigners, illegal foreigners, to reverse the gains of the freedom fighters. Because then they don't need to pay them a living wage. Then they don't need to register them for UIH. They still want back the kafir mentality that they can lord over people with a darker color than them. Hence, they act like they care for those foreigners. And they don't. They are using them because they want to lord over them the way they lorded over us before we were released from the bondage of apartheid. You have scientists from Zimbabwe being gardeners in this country. How can that be right? You have teachers being waiters from Zimbabwe. How can that be right? They are being exploited. I will never be a spectator to the exploitation of another black man or white man or colored man for as long as I'm alive. Everybody coming to this country, come through the right channels, and you shall be feeling our great hospitality in this country.
I don't want to lie to you. When the Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture, I didn't understand him much before. Actually, since he came out to be one of the politicians, guys, I didn't really understand him, but I'm starting to understand him. I'm starting to understand him because he seems to be the only one person in this country who wants things to be done in order. You can like him and hate him as much as you want. But the guy, he's been doing a good job. Let me tell you, some of us were here to come and speak because we know we are not alone. We know we are not alone. And you, shame on you, South Africans, who want to, you understand what is happening in this country, and you want to take sides of other people that you don't even know why they're here. When we can see why most of them, when they're here, what they're doing. And many of you say we love white people, we hate our own black people. That's not true. And I'm not saying what they've done in the past. We enjoy, we still suffer from today. But we cannot have criminals coming to our country to add on the problem that we have. We cannot have criminals coming to this country and we sit and do nothing. This is not the banana republic. This is the Republic of South Africa. If in your country you don't have laws, we don't want your attitude, you're bringing your attitude to this country. We don't want your image. Keep your image to your own country. We don't want it here. We don't want your behavior that you come with from your own country. If you are here to sell drugs, if you are here to scam people, if you are here to break houses, if you are here to abuse women, you are in the wrong country. We will deal with you. We will deal with you. We're not going to sit here and do nothing. We are not going to sit here and do nothing. And from now on, guys, as a South African, even not a South African, if you see crime, we need to start reporting it, guys. We need to report it. We cannot keep quiet anymore. Guys, come to our comment sections. Come to our comment section and tell us there's crime here, there's this and this, there's this. Because look, there's no other way. This case, if we did not come to this street of YouTube, this case would not even been solved. It would have been done as usual. Miss SA Pageant has not even released a statement up to today. If they've released a statement, maybe they went to their Twitter account and said nonsense. But I've not seen a statement from the Miss South Africa Pageant. My prayer is that the license must be taken away from them. The license of that company who's running Miss South Africa. This is the brand of South Africa. This is not the brand of your family. This is the image of South Africa. And you are misusing the image of, you don't care about South Africans. Whoever, I will say to this, whoever need to go take out that license, need to go take out that license. If the sports and arts and culture need to go take out that license, need to go take out that license. Because such things that they've been doing this for many years. They've been doing this for many years. Because the first statement, they said everything was checked, everything was right, and everything, she made all the qualifications to be Miss South Africa. And we pushed this and we told she's not. How does somebody who's sitting in Polokwane and see this? This is fraud. And you, as a body, we're supposed to trust you, can't see that. And we're supposed to sit here and we see it. There's fraud here. Pure fraud, because we see this is every day. I don't know where you live. You're probably sitting there in Sandton there because you're not coming from where we're coming from. You don't see the suffering that we go through. Another child had to lose her identity, and this person has been used. This thing that she did not know, we understand she was an orphan. We understand that she was a child. Her mother committed the crime, but there's a point where she knew she was not. That's why she had that flag of Mozambique and Nigeria. She knew she does not belong here. Let me tell you, she participated. If she did not know that she's not a South African, why did she have those two flags there? Why didn't she have Nigeria and South Africa right there? Or Mozambique, South Africa, and Nigeria. 3 flags there. If she believed she belongs to these 3 countries, she does not belong. She knew it. She was married to a Nigerian. How does she get married to a Nigerian and still become a South African? How does she get married to a Nigerian and she still become a South African? She knew exactly where she belonged. And another child, even going 1 year without an ID, because you can't do anything without an ID. We're allowing foreigners to come to our country to do more damage, and we must sit here and do nothing. We're not going to sit and do nothing. Guys, we need to keep on fighting. We need to keep on reporting these things. And let me be honest. There's no other way. There's no other way where we can go. We don't have other platform. But I'm not saying this is the only way that we can report. We need to report to Home Affairs. We need to report them to the police stations. We need to report them, guys. Let's report them. If you have a next door that's selling drugs, you've got a next door that you know this person does not have the right paper, go and report him. Comment, tell us that this person, so we can take it further. If you can't report, we'll report it. We'll report it. Come to our comment section and report it. That's the only way. If there was no YouTube stream, no Twitter, no Facebook, no all of it, this matter, this girl, she will be still continue. She will continue with her family to do this. Her family must be thrown into jail. Before you deport them back to the home country, you need to throw an investigation need to be done. The whole family. We're not going to sit here and get threatened because of they saying we're xenophobic, we're there and there and that, we're Afrophobic. Every day they're coming up with terms that they think it suits them. But we're not going to allow illegal people to roam around in our country. When you commit crime, where do we trace you to? Nowhere. Guys, let me play this audio of these celebrities in South Africa who are taking chances of South Africans, who are sellout. Listen to this. Listen to these people. Listen to this one. Listen to this one, so-called Somizi.
Yes, you have a problem with Nigerians. No one is stopping you. But also, we cannot ignore the fact that she would not be here if she was illegal. In terms of, she's got the paperwork, she was born here, she qualifies. And somebody said, she is divorced, she's a divorcee, and she has a child. Some people speak from Zubili. They forgot that the rules have changed. You can enter Miss South Africa. No, see, no more ngati okusalayo asimfuni. Uthi angi, iti angi. Niyathanda ukusifaka endaweni iti angi mufuni. Ungathi asimfuni. Ungasifaki thina. Wena nobobani? Ungasifaki thina.
Somizi, my guy. This is bad, man. You don't have to be the only celebrities who need to speak out in this street every time there's something here. If you don't have anything to say, my guy, just shut up. Just shut up. And I don't know who the people who's following these people. Me, if you do nonsense like this, I unfollow you. I don't want to hear your stories. I don't want to hear your petty things. And you come to this street of YouTube and come and lie and call South African names and call and you do all this nonsense. What the heck this guy was talking about? Where did you get the information that she has the right document, Somizi? Where did you go check? Where did you go check this information, Somizi? Australia, where did you go check? You're saying people come here with, it's the energy that you're bringing. Have you look at yourself in the mirror, my brother, and see the energy that you're bringing here in the street of YouTube or in the street of social media? We are tired of these people. Here's another one, Somizi and his friend again. Let's continue and watch them.
So for me, it's the energy, right? I'm saying, for me, the energy is misdirected. And I understand people are frustrated. I'm also frustrated about the illegal immigrants that are destroying our country. Yeah, I am frustrated, right? Yeah. But I have my senses at the right place and my emotions at the right place to know not to now use my energy and my anger towards this young lady. Sure. There's Home Affairs to deal with that is responsible for the gap that we are in right now. Yeah. There's over 1 million illegal immigrants in this country destroying the country. That whether this girl is in Mr. SA or not, it's not going to change that. Sure. right? However, it's like we are forcing somebody who is illegal to be a part of this pageant, right?
I'll say, guys, if you still follow these people, I'm going to unfollow some of them. I'm going to unfollow them. My suggestion to you, I know my camera is gonna cut. I'm just gonna, okay, guys, let me stop. This camera is gonna cut. Let me start recording again from afresh. It's gonna cut. It's gonna shut down. Sorry guys, my camera every 30 minutes is shut down. It will always switch off every 30 minutes. What I was saying, guys, is that these celebrities, they will sell this country. My question to you is this: why are we still following them? Why are we supporting the people who are selling out our country? I want to unsubscribe in some of them, just to show you that we have the power. We are giving them the power to talk nonsense about our country. Enough, it's enough, guys. If you hear these kids outside playing, I'm staying in an apartment. There are kids playing outside. I hope the noise does not come here, but they're playing. I can hear them running and screaming. But yeah, so guys, I will go and follow them. Let's keep on and listening to them.
So sure. Mina, what makes me sad? I'm very pro women. Okay. Right? What makes me sad is that women in this country are at the bottom of the barrel in every sphere, every industry, everywhere. Very true. But instead of the part being maybe a black male or another top part that is pressing on is another black woman that is hating on the other black woman and pressing them and killing them and sabotaging them and doing all these negative things. Sure. Right? So for me is that because she looks weak, she looks fragile, it's easier for us to attack. That is my stance.
I want to comment here, guys. There's nobody who looks weak. The girl, she came out here saying there's no one who's going to stop her competing for Miss South Africa. The arrogance, knowing very well, there's no way, guys, I would not want to believe that she did not know. I understand the crime was committed by a mother, but I would not want to believe that she did not know. At some point, she knew what was going on. At some point, they've told her what was going on, but she still went ahead and continued with all of this. There's no ways. But we will see from the investigation. And that identity needs to be taken back to the owner. The identity that they've done some fraud on it, it needs to go back. And though it's too late, because the child has lost everything, what compensation will this poor child and this poor mother get from identity fraud of something that they've never caused? It's the foreigner and the Home Affairs. The people who work there in Home Affairs. And we want to say, shame on you, those people who are working there in Home Affairs and selling our identity to foreigners. We've got issues in South Africa. And you're still partnering with these foreigners to sell our identity to foreigners. Shame on you. Shame on you. Guys, there's so many cases. People are coming to our country, steal the identity of our country, travel all over the world. Some of them travel all over the world to even commit more crime on other countries, and they come back when those countries, they say, who's this person? This person is a South African. And while that person is not a South African, they're having a South African passport that they've got it from here. They did fraud to get it here, and they went out and go commit crime outside. It's destroying the image of this country. You people are protecting this. Your children, our children are going to suffer because of us if we don't fix this problem now. Home Affairs need to put things together. The corruption that is happening there, it needs to stop. The people who works at Home Affairs, I think they need to be investigated, all of them. Because this is not the only case. So many cases of people having similar problem. We need to come to the bottom of this. Let's continue listening to these two. I don't know, should I call them, do we call them smart people? Comment below. Do we call them smart people or idiots or fools? A, B, C, D. Which one? Smart people having a conversation here or idiots or fools? Because if I call them names, I will get attacked. Please comment below there. What do we call these two here? Who thinks they can speak on behalf of South Africans and sell out our country? We still want to hear an apology from them. We don't want your apology, but we want to hear it from you. We don't want to hear your apology, because if you want to go there to Nigeria, go there in Nigeria and leave us alone here. Because we can see who you represent. Listen to this one. Let's go ahead and listen again.
So it is exactly that. I spoke about it on radio yesterday. I said South Africans have found it easier to attack black women because we are weaker. We are seen as weaker. But also people that contribute is black women themselves. Number one, I spoke about the fact that I wouldn't be part of an organization that is dishonest. There was proper vetting that was done, proper research was done, proper documentation were received. She is South African. Do you understand? I understand where people's frustrations are coming on, but not my opinion. And I said, because I don't want to go into depth about this, my opinion is based on facts, factual, things that I have gone and seen for myself, investigations that I've done, because also my reputation could be on the line if it's not true, right?
What investigation have you done, Lerato Mara? This woman comes here and lie in front of us. She have done investigation. She's a liar and a liar and a liar. You have done no investigation. You are trying to protect your Jollof people. We don't have shares with your Jollof people. And don't put us into your nonsense and come to this street and say, where did you done your research or done whatever you say you're claiming that you have done? Where have this woman, guys? Who followed this guy? Guys, I think I was following this woman. I need to unsubscribe. I need to unfollow her. Her and Peltus, I was following them. And I'm very ashamed, guys. I'm extremely ashamed that I was following these two people. I'm very ashamed, but it's fine. I will unfollow them. The other one is following with my other thing. Guys, for those who don't know, the reason I follow them was only I'm a photographer. I'm a videographer. I'm a radio presenter. I do a lot of things. So sometimes I follow different people for different things. Sometimes could be somebody's posting nice pictures as a photographer. You see different poses. You see different things, how they're doing things. I don't just follow anybody. But there's no need for me to follow them now. So I am going to unfollow. Let me see. Let me start with this page. I don't know which one I follow here. I've got 2 Instagram pages, guys. So I'm going to unfollow them right now. So I don't know what you're going to do about these people. I will. I'll show it to you. I'm going to get in here and follow them because I cannot follow hooligans. I'm sorry. I can't follow idiots. Let's see. Somizi, I was not following him because there was nothing to lend him. This one, it's Lerato Khanya. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see. I was following her. I don't know if you can see. I was following her, but I will unfollow her. There's no need. Unfollow. Yeah, I have unfollowed her. You see, her account was now, it shows that I unfollowed her. She was not. She has a private account. Now I unfollowed her. Let's go to Peltuse because, yeah, I want to go and get done with it right now. From a different account. Let me log out here. I've got no time for this rubbish. It's time we start. Guys, I don't know what you're gonna do. This is me. If you want to go and follow them, go and follow them. If you want to continue follow them, continue follow them. But I've got no time for sellouts. For sellouts, I'm not gonna sit here. Yeah, let's go to my other page. So easy, there's no need for me because I was not following him. I think this is what we should do. Use your power. Use your power. Okay, we go. Here it is. You see, I was following. I don't know if you can see. I was following her. And I'm going to press unsubscribe. Okay, she's not on private. I just unfollowed her. I'll do so on other things. Little DJs Boo, they're still coming. I will unfollow them. But this, I just want to show you that I'm following them. Let's continue with this with this two people here.
Now, I am putting my head on the table and basing whatever that's happening on facts and not gossip and narrative that's been put out on social media, right? And it's just so sad how the snowball effect, how people literally every week come up with something from her mom is not this, her mom is this and that, and people are running with it. But it shows you that South Africans don't have the time or the resources or the capacity to actually, or to, the effort to make a research. I promise you, 90% of the people that are saying all these things are picking it stompies up from other people and not on facts. Miss South Africa has released a statement that all the necessary requirements were met.
There is no fact that you have. I'm just tired of talking about this girl, guys. It's like I'm giving her too much play on my YouTube channel. I would not want to play more videos of this child because, she really doesn't know what she's talking about, guys. She's calling South Africans, we don't have thinking capabilities or to make up right decisions. She's in short, she's calling South African fools. That's what she's calling you, and you are following this woman. This is what she's calling you. I was following her, but I just unfollowed her. We cannot have people like this one. She says, hey, the reason she stand with this girl, it was based on facts. What facts did you have, my girl? What fact did you have? Except coming to this YouTube street and make nonsense and go to your Instagram page and make noise and start accusing and start selling our country and start accusing South African of not being smart. That we don't use our brain. This is what this woman is saying. This is what she's saying to you, to me and you. Watch my first video. Whatever said in that video, it came out to be true. Whatever said in this video right here, it came out to be true. Let's continue listening to this too.
The reason why I was chosen as a judge, because friend, I'm very opinionated and I stand for something. I'm not someone who's going to sit there and say, oh, I'm not going to say anything because I don't want controversy around me. No, I stand for something. I speak my mind. I've spoken to the organization. We've said the things that we have to say, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I understand where everyone else is coming from, the frustration, I respect it. But why is it easier to attack a black woman? There was a couple of Miss South Africans not so long ago. One was Portuguese. There's others that I'm not going to mention that were half this, half that. But the same energy, the same energy was not used. The same energy was not used.
Contestant.
Because it's easier to attack a black person.
Absolutely.
It's easier to attack a black woman. The requirements are you have to be a South African citizen. And that's exactly what she is. So what are we still fighting for?
Where did you get the fact that she's a South African? Guys, I'm even tired of talking about this same girl. Where she get her information? Where does this woman get her information? The fact that she was called with this Miss South Africa, who has been doing wrong things, putting wrong people there. If we did not talk, these things was continuing as normal as they've been doing for many years. This license of this Miss South Africa need to be taken off. And this Lerato, you said you will not be part of this. Please, don't be a judge tomorrow. And this, according to me, guys, if it was me, if I had the power, this Miss South Africa was not going to go on tomorrow. And the sponsors that are still continuing and sponsoring this nonsense, shame on you. The sponsors of Miss SA who are still sponsoring this mediocre thing, you should be pulling off right now, because this is not what you want to put your money into. The sponsors of only DJ's Boo, only DJ's Boo with his more fire will go sponsor Miss SA. Because the rest of Miss SA sponsors, we don't know who they are. I don't know if you still want to go and sponsor this pageant or you want to pull off now. This pageant was supposed to be postponed. The license of this pageant is supposed to be taken away from these people. The license of this pageant was supposed to be taken away from these people. Because this is what they've been doing, embarrassing us as South Africans. We had to come here so that we can be called xenophobia, Afrophobia. And what they don't understand is this. And these two people sitting here said, it's easy for us to hate another black person. We're not hating on... You didn't hear what our cry. Our cry was that this person is not South African. And Home Affairs has now came out to say they suspect fraud here. They suspect or they see there's fraud here, whatever. Her mother had done identity fraud. This is what we've been saying. Even before Home Affairs. Watch our videos. Sell out, it's you two sitting there and selling out our country and talking on matters that you're only saying whatever you're saying because you want to benefit from Nigerians. We've got no business there. We're going to speak the truth. And we don't hate African people. We love African people, but we are not going to allow scammers in our country. Let's continue and listen to these people.
And then I know you mentioned, there's the attention is not being given to the other girls. Let me tell you, we've got very strong contestants. They're very strong. They're very open-minded. And this is not affecting them at all because they are focusing on the prize themselves. The only person I feel sorry for, and I'm hoping that she gets some kind of therapy, etc., is this young lady, and that's it. Let's base our points on facts. Social media is so dangerous because everything that you are seeing on social media is based on assumption and gossip. When are we as South Africans going to start making, if it was on facts, that's a completely different thing. And I was a bit disappointed with the minister yesterday, let me tell you.
My sister, take our minister out of your mouth. Take our minister out of your mouth. Take our minister out of your mouth. Because without him, all of these things would have been as business as usual. Because we have people like you who come and defend nonsense. We've got people like you who come and defend nonsense in this social media streets. If South Africans were listening to you, these things will continue to live on like this for the next 10, 100 years. We don't hate on African people. We hate on people who come and commit crime in our country. A child is suffering right now. And you sit here and you must apologize. Guys, my light just switched off. You must apologize. You must apologize. You must apologize. You must apologize. And you must not be part of the judges. You are very unprofessional. Already you were biased. Already we can see who you wanted who to win. Bias. Miss South Africa must just fire this lady. I don't know, even there at Metro. We're asking you the question that Metro where she works. Is this what Metro stand for? Because what they don't understand, you don't represent you only. You chose to be employed. You don't represent yourself only. The whole South Africa have seen you embarrass the whole South Africa. Metro FM. Is this what you want to see? Is this one of your talent? Is this one of your presenters? Is this one of your presenters? Guys, let's go on and listen to this. I want to make this video not too long.
With the last statement that he made, that it's starting to look dodgy. Very irresponsible of him as a minister to say something like that. He could have said, I am going to look into this as a minister. I'm going to look into this. I know South Africa is very upset about this and this and that and that. Yes, and that's fine. But you can't be saying things like, this is looking dodgy. You can't. It's irresponsible as a minister, because now we are putting the life of this young lady in danger also, who is already who's already dealing with so much. If she was let me tell you, if she was dishonest from the get-go, I would have removed myself from because it's my reputation. I would have removed myself from the pageant, because I speak about, now I'm all about morals and ethics and principles. Do you understand?
Lerato, you have failed to remove yourself. Please remove yourself now. Please remove yourself now. The minister does not think like you. Your problem is that you want him to think and do things the way the way you do things. He's been right all along. He is right to say there's some funny things going on here. Was he wrong? Was he wrong? Was he wrong? Answer. Was he wrong? We need ministers who take actions. We don't want ministers who just sit and drink coffees and smile and do nothing, like all these other ministers that have been doing nothing to whatever's happening, because this is not the first time it's happening. Unfortunately, this one was too obvious. The rest, we might have missed it. We might have missed it. And some of us were not YouTubers. But now we are. Our eyes are open. We are not going to let anybody take control of this. We're not going to let any foreigners to come and take control of this country. We are not going to allow people to guys. If we don't do it, if we don't speak about these things, tomorrow we'll be having a president coming from Nigeria. Tomorrow, with these two, they're not the only one. There are many of them. Many of them will stand a chance for South Africa. For South Africa to have a president coming from Nigeria. You allow nonsense like this, they're testing the water. They're testing if this works, or if this works. Oh, yeah, let them fight themselves, because that's what they're doing. Let them fight themselves. Let us watch from a distance, because tomorrow we'll be wanting our president. We'll be wanting our people to be the president of that country because of these things of ID and stuff like that. Neutralization. Tomorrow they will be the president of this country. Don't be shocked. You know, even the leaders, that if they become the president of this country, I promise you, we're very close. South Africa is very close. South Africa is very close to have a Nigerian president. If we don't wake up and stand up, we should never lose our identity as South African. We should never lose our identity as South African. Commanders, we must go to the street and go fight. We should not allow this nonsense. Mainstream media is busy pushing propaganda news. Many of them. I'm going to make another video. I want to show you. So many mainstream media were so biased. Every time they've done an interview with Kenny Kunene, they were so biased, trying to bring him down. They were so biased. So guys, we are not going to allow foreigners come to our country and take over our country. Impossible. You can see what's going on. This is not the only case. There's still more cases. We come back and report it. And those people are trying to threaten us. Stop with the threats, because we are not going to be threatened by you. Guys, let's go on. Let's go on with these two people. I need to finish up with these people.
So people are just, like, Mang mang oring, a gossip page says this, then we run with this. It's fine when it's other things, but this is something very crucial and a very sensitive subject to South Africans, and that I understand 100%.
Can I ask something? So,
Yeah.
in the top, top man.
Now we are in the top 12.
Okay. Isn't there an Asian woman there? Asian South African woman?
No, she was out already. She was eliminated.
Okay, cool. Now, I've just realized something. For instance, and this is my last question. I have to go, Lerato. I'm sitting.
No, I also have to go. I have a meeting. Yeah.
Yeah. Trevor Noah was born to a South African mother and a Swiss father. Please make it make sense to me.
No, your people, they must say. They must say it there.
Yeah, please make it make sense.
There's a long list. It's just that we don't want to throw other people under the bus.
There is no under the bus. There's no one that you want to throw under the bus. You too. I don't know. Where are the brains? Trevor Noah never entered Miss South Africa. Trevor Noah is doing his own thing. Trevor Noah's mother, she's a South African. The father could not be a South African, but Trevor Noah is a South African. His mother is a South African. Those two that were having a question, none of their parents are South African. So put Trevor Noah out of your mouth. Put Trevor Noah out of your mouth. I hope Trevor Noah comes out and put you on your places. Leave Trevor Noah has nothing to do with these things. Trevor Noah is a South African. His father might not be a South African, but Trevor Noah's mother is a South African. And Trevor Noah grew up here. Everybody's seen him. Where have we seen those people? Don't come and compare things that you know. That's to show you how crazy you are, you two. Guys, let me not talk about them. Let me leave them. You decide what you want to do with them. Here's another one. Here's another one.
So excuse me talk about Miss South Africa looking like this because that's just what's happening in my life right now. And this is how I choose. You know what, whatever. It never really ceases to amaze me how South Africans and people actually in general, like in France, that guy wasn't French until he saved a baby from a burning building. And then all of a sudden the government that had refused to give him citizenship for the longest time, even though he'd lived there, I think like nearly his entire life, suddenly he was French now that he had saved a baby from a burning building. And now in South Africa, we have a similar situation with if this girl were to win Miss Universe, are we still going to be like, she's not South African? I just think it's really problematic because as soon as she was born in South Africa, she was South African effective immediately, like effective and immediate as soon as she left that womb. So it is what it is, guys. It really is what it is. She's born in South Africa, raised by South Africa, therefore she is a South African. She can't call Nigeria home, even though her parents may be Nigerian or wherever they may be from. Like, that is beside the point. So if she was a white girl and she was half French, half something else, you guys might have never even noticed. If her mom, like, you might have never even noticed. But because her name is what it is, now it's a big deal. But you guys have people from cricket teams representing, maybe it's because it's not a singular person, but people in our cricket teams, in our parliaments, in different sectors of the South African, I don't know what to say, like ecosystem, whose parents are not South African, but they were born here, that you may know or may never know of. And this girl has to suffer because she's black and she's female, and it's a pageant.
I wonder, Peltuse, they come up and make up their own laws. She was born here, she's a South African. It does not matter if your mother, your father is Nigerian or whatever. What you're failing to understand, this is not Miss Africa, this is Miss South Africa. That's where many of you are missing the point. This is not Miss Africa, this is Miss South Africa. That need South African people. Miss America need American people. Miss Canada need Canadian people. Miss Nigeria need Nigerian people. Stop going to people's matters and put your nose there where you are not welcome. Let's continue listening to this one again.
You know, if this girl, I don't even know her name right now, my bad, like I just woke up. If this girl went to the Olympics representing South Africa and she won gold medal, what would you guys be saying? She's Nigerian. She must take that medal to Nigeria. Don't lie, yeah. Don't scam, don't lie. You would say, Nigeria can also have a stake and claim, say, our genetics are serving. But we'd also say as South Africans, you know what? We contributed to this greatness. We raised this greatness because it grew up right here on our soil, eating our food, her food as well at this point, drinking this water that we are serving here in South Africa and the education we are serving. She's South African! Leave her!
Wow. Kopel Tuse. Wow. Where do these people get their facts, Mara? And we have celebrities like them trying the level best to destroy this country, trying the level best to undermine South Africans. When they're South Africans. Wow. Let's continue listening to her. She continues insult South Africans. Listen.
Born in South Africa.
Hey, she's South African, yo swine! She's South African, yo massa! She's fucking South African. Bye.
As you can see, she continues to insult South Africans. Wow. Wow. Those are the girls that we were following. I'm no more part of that. So this next clip I want us to listen to is DJ Sbu. Let's listen to him. He's one of the sellouts of this country. Sellouts of this country. This is the last audio. Guys, this video is long again. I thought this video will not be this long again. This is another sellout. Let's listen to him.
I think we've got selected outrage. I think sometimes we focus our energies where we're not supposed to be focusing our energies. What would it help a man to hate on a young little girl who's pursuing a future and who was born in South Africa and who entered Miss SA legitimately through her South African green, maybe it's barcoded green ID, or what do they call them? I know now we've got the cards. We support our little girls, we support our young boys, we support young South Africans, we support the youth, we inspire the youth, we encourage the youth, we push positive energy, we push positivity, we push for people to drive and go for their dreams, we push for people to become educated, to become successful, to become somebodies in life so that South Africa gets somewhere. And it's unfair for us to use these social media platforms to pull each other down. How many of your political leaders, how many of your favorite celebrities, how many of your actors, actresses, musicians, politicians, business people have got parents that don't come from South Africa? Oh, by the way, I'm one of them. Although my parents were born in South Africa, but my father's father is not from here. My father's father is not from here. So are you now going to boycott me? So I'm no longer one of your own, although I'm born here. Young ladies born in South Africa. And if it has got anything to do with you contesting or being worried about her participating on the Miss SA competition, I think it's unfair for you to start a petition to pull somebody down. It never works. The amount of energy that you're focusing, and for days and days and days, I mean, it's been about a week now, this topic has been trending, to focus it on hating on one young girl who's doing something with her life. Imagine if you could have focused that entire energy the past week on your initiatives. Your petition now, you said it's what? It's standing on 7,000, 9,000, 10,000 people or more. Imagine if you had started a petition to build a school in your community. Imagine if you had started a petition to raise money for a bursary for your child, for your sister, for your cousin, for yourself. Imagine if you had started an initiative to build a community center, a Kaslako. Imagine if you had started a petition to do something positive. You know, I usually say to people, promote what you like instead of bashing what you hate. That which you focus on grows. So if you focus your energy on negativity, that negativity grows. So currently you are focusing your negativity on a young lady who had entered Miss SA, and you are hoping that she's not going to do well, she's not going to succeed. All you are doing is to promote Miss SA. You are focusing on saying people must boycott Mo Fire as the energy drink as one of the sponsors. All you are doing is just to market Mo Fire to even more eyeballs, to more people. That which you focus on grows. The fact that you're focusing on hating on this young lady so bad, you've now popularized her. You've made her a celebrity, even if she doesn't even need to win Miss SA anymore.
Zbu, you don't understand. You're one of the people who's causing problems. You don't understand. It's not we don't want foreigners in this country. We don't want illegal foreigners, and we don't want illegal foreigners to be participating on things they're not supposed to be participating. I think you've got a problem of hearing. South African have been calling that she's not South African. We want proper representatives. That's what South African have been doing, crying for a person who will come and represent them proper. We've been saying she is not a South African because you think when you're better, you can come here and try to undermine the people of this country. My guy, stop with the nonsense that you're doing. We are tired of people like you and many other celebrities who throw South Africans under the bus of things that you have got no idea of. We have never said we don't want. We're saying that people must come to this country with proper documents. We're saying people must come to this country not to commit crime. We're saying people must come to this country to build this country. We're saying people must come to this country to contribute to this country, not to destroy this country. A child now is suffering from identity fraud because of people like you who confuses the whole thing. Miss SA is supposed to be for South African. This is not Miss Africa again. You continue with your big mouth and talk things that does not need you guys. And we must sit here and be... This country's gone so much, man. We are tired. South Africans are tired of people coming to this country to take advantage of this country. It's people like you who are making sure people, they come to this country and take advantage of this country. Of course, we're not hating nobody. We don't hate on nobody here. The questions that were raised, they were valid enough to be looked into. We've never said people must not do things here, but we're just saying, don't come to this country and do drugs. Don't come to this country and abuse our women. Don't come to this country and do fraud. Don't come to this country and do house robbery. Don't come to this country and hijack cars. Don't come to this country and commit crime. That's what we're saying. We don't want crime. Let's continue listening to this guy.
He who or she who you think you are hating on, using social media and mobilizing other people to gather with you and help you on your negative energy crusade, what you're actually doing is the opposite. You're not even aware. You're not even aware. That's the era that we're in. It's always been like that, but this era that we're in, it actually shows you, because we've got this technology to make you understand that the person that you're trying to hate on, when they trend and everybody is querying them or everybody's making them a laughing stock, everybody's making fun of them, all you're ever doing, you're giving them more followers, you're exposing them to a new audience that didn't know them. Other than that, I want to wish all of the contestants, I'm not singling out anyone, all of the finalists and the contestants of Miss SA a great Miss SA 2024. We will see you at Sunbet Arena on the 10th of August. I'm looking forward. I'll be all dressed up to the nines. I'll be with my daughter, who's going to be my date. And to all our little girls, dream big. Don't listen to these naysayers. Don't listen to these haters. Don't listen to people try to pull you down. Don't listen to people try to diminish your accomplishments, try to diminish your dreams just because they're not doing much with their lives. Do something great with your life because you've got a great future. And all the best to all the contestants. I'm wishing you guys a great Miss SA 2024. All the best to the finalists. I can't wait to see the event. And all the best to everyone who's coming on Saturday, the 10th of August at Sunbet Arena. And congratulations to all the Miss SA finalists for 2024.
Spoo, the same daughter you say you're going to this Miss SA with, how would you feel somebody steal her identity? How would you feel her spot been taken away from her by another person who's not even supposed to be at the first place to take a position? How would you feel? How would you feel, my brother? With all this preaching of yours, with all these motivation words that you're saying here, you don't have to attack South African, my brother. Use that energy yourself for different things. Go around, motivate people. There's nothing wrong motivating people. But when you come and attack us and say, call us, we've got any negative energy. People like you, we don't need in this country. Or people like you should not speak on behalf of us. Guys, I think I've said a lot. It is time for me to end this video. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Hlulani, the Tsonga Prince from South Africa. Let's go to comment section. There's more videos coming. This matter is not going to be the end of it. This matter shall continue. This matter will not let it go until, guys, we need to report them. Let's report them. If we see things that does not make sense, it's time for us as South African, we report them. It's time for us to start supporting each other. Look, Africa, we love Africa, but I don't want to lie to you. When it comes to South African matters, South Africa in my world come first. Africa will come second. We need to protect the interests of this country. And you too, wherever you are in the country, wherever you are, you need to protect the interests of your country. We need to protect the identity of this country. And wherever you are in your country, you need to protect the identity of your country. Don't lose it just to make people happy. Don't lose your identity as the people of that country just to make people happy. Never undermine the indigenous people of your country. We will not let anybody to come and undermine the indigenous people of this country. The rightful people of this country. We will not allow you. So guys, I love you so much. I hope I've said everything. Let's go to comment sections. Let's talk. Let's talk to comment section. You saw it. I will try my level best to respond to every comment. And all those who are coming to my YouTube channel with those negative comments, I'll block you. I will delete you. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time if you're going to bring your negative energy. I say, phony. I don't want your negative comments. I don't need your negative comments. Guys, let me cut this video. One love. I love you, man. I'll see you on my next video. South Africa first, man. All the haters, we are working on the ground. Sharp, guys. Peace.